him. I said, what did she say to him when you got there? He said she talks about friends, weather, family, never says anything about the case. Never, ever, according to him, never, ever once mentioned Caylee's name. Never even mentioned her name.
Okay, so Dominic told you that he'd gone to the jail, he had talked to Casey with Mr. Baez, and that there was...
Yeah, he had gone by himself before, but he had gone with Baez too.
All right, but he's saying that during none of these meetings, Casey ever mentioned Caylee?
That's right. The one meeting that he told me about, he was really upset about. I guess you guys probably know about it. What's the name? Baez had... I mean, this is all being recorded.
Right. I know. Well, we know about it. I mean,
yeah, okay. I mean, it's just, that Baez had taken some red licorice. I don't know if you know the story.
Right.
Out there and had put it. I guess there's holes or something, that you can put it through.
Right.
And he started eating on one side, and she was eating on the other side. So they were kissing through the glass or something.
Who said that? Dominic said that.
Yeah.
That Baez was eating on one end of the licorice, and that Casey was eating out the end of the licorice, and they kind of like just met in the middle or something?
Yeah, kind of like a spaghetti thing.
Okay, and he saw this?
That's what he said. That's what he said. I don't know if it's hyperbole or just, just BS or whatever. Also that, what else? And when that happened, that when they left, supposedly they were there for roughly 3 hours that night. Nothing, Baez never talked to her about the case, or she never said anything about the case. I guess they were both there at the same time. So
he was present during this conversation with Casey and Mr. Baez?
Yeah. Okay. Well, he told me he saw this go on. So when they left, I guess they had to walk across to some kind of a courtyard. I've never been to jail. He said when they left, they had to walk across some kind of courtyard, and he told Baez not to say anything because there's microphones everywhere. Right. Like I said, I've never been there, so I don't know. And then after they got out there, he kind of read the riot act to him, that was inappropriate. You better never see it again. And that's pretty much the only conversation, or the only thing he said about any conversation at the jail.
All right. Now all this was going on well, and you're indicating that at this time Dominic is not working for Mr. Baez.
Yes, sir.
He's okay.
Yeah, when he told me that he was out there with Baez, I was kind of surprised because, like I said, there was no love lost there.
Right.
There's
okay.
I don't know if it's because of that incident or other incidences, prior to that.
Nick?
Just one more quick thing.
Yes, sir.
You'd mentioned that when you guys, you being George, Cindy, and everybody returned from the Ritz that night.
That afternoon.
You made mention something with respect to a cross.
Yeah.
Tell me about that cross again.
Sure. If you'd seen the news, somebody had put some flowers and I think maybe a teddy bear and some stuff out in their front yard. And when Lee came, there was a cross there, and I think it said, and I saw this on TV. I think it said "Rest in Peace, Caylee," and somebody had put a shirt over it, and they had written "Remember Me." I think it was.
Right.
And I just saw that on the news. And then when Lee got there, and again saw this on the news, he had picked it up and got the flowers and was telling people, "Don't come on my property. I'll call the police." He took everything to the house. When we had gotten there, I didn't see it in the garage, but it was in the garage. Cindy had gone out to the garage after they kind of like walked through the house, kind of did a quick walkthrough. She was quite upset, about the condition of the house. And George, he's, like I said earlier, sound I guess like a cursing attack. She went in, got the cross, took it out in the backyard, went through the little Florida room, took it outside by the Caylee's playhouse. Right. Okay. And then she took it out there and she's cursing, went back into the garage, came out with a baseball bat, and she went out and just started beating on the cross, and had two arms, the cross, so busted the one arm off, busted the other arm off, and then she kept beating it. I'm not saying something to the fact, "You okay? Calm down. This is, she's hollering, this is therapy," and she was,
What was she saying?
You sure you?
We're big boys.
Yeah, I know. F. John Allen, F. Barry, F. Baez, and I think she said a couple of our names because I had kind of backed away from there. Dominic had gone out and was trying to calm her down. This is F in therapy, and she's beating the heck out of it. And
so it was John Allen, Jose Baez, Sheriff Barry,
And I think she said a couple of names, but again, I don't know the people, and so it's kind of like...
You don't know who else?
No, because like I say, I mean, she's beating on this thing. I'm kind of like...
If we say the names, do you think would you remember?
Maybe. Maybe.
Did she mention Yuri Melich?
No, I don't think so.
No. How about Nick Savage?
Yeah, I think so.
Leonard Padilla?
Leonard?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Leonard Padilla.
Yeah. She's not a big Leonard fan.
Okay. Anybody else?
No, again, I didn't even remember those two until you said it.
So far it was John Allen, Kevin Barry, Jose Baez.
She said Sheriff Barry, I think.
Sheriff Barry, okay. John Allen, Sheriff Barry, Jose Baez, Nick Savage,
and I think Padilla.
Leonard Padilla.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Can you think of anything else that would help us?
Anything else to help you?
You have allowed us to take these pictures, correct?
Sir?
You've allowed us to take these pictures that you provided to us?
Oh, yes, sir.
Right. You've turned over to us the phone, the pictures, and the videotape with the understanding that at some point you'll get them back, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And can you state your full name for the record, please?
James David Hoover.
James David Hoover. And your birthday, Mr. Hoover?
9/14/43.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, sir.
Just want to affirm what you've told us is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
I think it'll hold a lot of tape, huh?
Well,